Hi guys, and welcome to part 2 of the campaign chest. So let's head over to the bench and see where we're at. So here we've got the original piece here, and it's all one piece. It's all basically carved out of one piece. I've got this piece of scrap timber here, so I've marked out the length of this. That's what I'm going to do, is trim this top section off. In a minute I'll show you on the draw how it goes together, but we need to lose this top section because it's all cracked and it's not going to hold basically the draw in place, because it sits like this, that, and then this piece over like that, so it grabs it, and yeah, it's gone. I thought about trimming this edge to make it flush and then gluing on a section, but really it's not going to be a strong hold, is that, and eventually it's just going to give up. So I think that the plan is to lose this top section all the way down to that level there, and then replace it with a fresh piece of timber. Yeah, so that's my thinking at the moment. I'm probably going to plane this down, or maybe just take it to the belt sander and just sand this smooth and nice and flat. But we'll head over to the draw and I'll show you what I mean. So we've got a little lip section here. So this is the inside of the draw. So that basically slots into there, and then this section here will just rest on the draw. So we slide that one in there like so. So the inside of the draw's fine, it's just this little panel here that we need to sort out. And then the other one will slide into there. So yeah, at the moment I need to sort this little section out here, get that glued back up, and I'll probably nail it as well, just for added strength. And then we'll be on to the draw fronts for the draw pulls, because we've got 2 of those to fix, which is going to be a bit daunting. But anyway, I'm going to crack on, get rid of this. I'm going to be using a planer, so I'm going to be an hour or so getting rid of all that. So I won't bore you with that, but we'll come back afterwards, and then we'll glue up this fresh piece of wood onto the centre support and take it from there. So I'll catch you in a bit. So what I want to basically do is I want to use as many original tools as what they would have had back then. So I'm just taking my manual planer and slowly going to get this down to the correct depth, and then we can swap it out for our piece of wood. So I've just got it clamped at this end, and it's making short work of it, so it shouldn't take too long. Down to the level now. We'll swap it over in a minute and we'll do the other side. But I love doing this sort of stuff because it's just tactile and you can feel the wood changing as you go. Because I could have made it easier on myself and taken it to a table saw and just trimmed it, but I deprived myself of all this fun. We're getting that down to a nice level now, so I'll leave that end and then we'll start this end, and then after that we'll hand sand it to its final level, and then yeah, it should be good. plenty of kindling for the fire. Like if this was like a modern piece, I'd probably just use a router and rebuild this all together, but I want to try and keep as much originality with it as possible. So, just tighten them back up because we're loosening them. Yeah, that's coming on nicely. Might be able to just pull that off maybe if it doesn't come all the way. Yeah. Just try it with a wider blade. I think the other one worked better. Let's see where we're at now. Almost there. We've got a big bit in the middle, a big bow in the middle there to sort out. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Where does that crack go? Maybe to trim that off. So yeah, I'll continue with that for a bit and then we'll be right back. So after lots of planing and sanding, we've got a nice smooth finish on this now. So what I'm going to do is put some wood glue on this surface here. We're going to clamp up our piece and set it to one side just to dry. But yeah, I've test fitted it with the drawer bottom and it fits perfectly, so it's nice and it's got plenty of leeway as well in case it flexes. So I'm going to go off and do that, and then we're going to have a look at the second drawer and see if we can sort out the drawer pulls. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to do the first drawer pull. What I've done is I've taken an old screwdriver and I've just basically sanded it down so it's a more sharper point, and we're going to have a go at removing these screws, and hopefully they don't break. It is coming, but it doesn't even look like the screw's being put in straight either. Put some WD-40 on as well just to try to lubricate it up a bit. Yeah, don't like those. it's been put in at an angle. There we go. That's one down. Let's see if we can get these ones out. These ones might be a bit more stubborn. Yeah, that's a bit stubborn. Try and get rid of some of the dirt in there. Right, it's going to take me a while to do this, guys, so I'll go off camera, do this, and we'll be right back. So I managed to get it off, and then as I was cleaning out this, I found the original pin. So we're all good. I don't need to bother do that. I'm just going to clean this up in here because there's a century of dust. God knows how it's got in there, but so I'm going to give that a good clean out. Unfortunately, pretty much every screw that I took out broke, but I don't believe it was mine because it's not a fresh break. So I think they probably broke a long time ago, but there's enough left of the screw to fasten it all back in. And if we have a look at the back plate here of the draw pull, you can see the original bit of steel which is actually starting to come out, so we'll poke that back through into that hole there if that's coming out on camera. But yeah, we're all good. We'll get this one sorted, fixed up, and then I'm going to wait to do the draw that's just there because I want to get that finalised first and put back into position just to add a bit of rigidity to it, because obviously I'm moving this around. We don't want to be collapsing the actual draw. Right, so yeah, I'm going to just give this a quick clean out, see if we can replace that pin that's starting to come out there, push that back in and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll be right back. Right, so having fought it a bit, I had to re-bend the handle and then sort out the back, but the pins are back in. That's working good. I'm just going to go ahead now and put the screws back in. Just don't like the fact that these aren't screwed in straight. It's rather annoying. Just take me time while I do this. If I had some more brass screws, I'd be tempted to swap them out, but I don't. That one's in. And then after, when I've finished all the repairs, I'm going to go over some fine wire wool and just give this a damn good screw in. And then we'll wax it, I think. It's good, solid. That one's alright. get a bit more WD-40 on that, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. Let's see if we can get that screw just a bit further down. I don't want to over tighten them, but we don't want them rubbing or anything. Yeah, I think we'll leave that as is. So that's one draw pull done, which is good. Happy with the repair. That's fixed. I've just got to wait for that glue to set up on the shelf. The drawer bottom. So I think we're back tomorrow because that this glue here needs time to set up, and it's not realistically going to be ready until tomorrow morning, really. So yeah, we'll come back in the morning. We'll sort this out, sort the drawer out, nail the drawer bottoms in, and then yeah, take it from there. So yeah, we'll be right back. And welcome back. So this has been set up now for a couple of days, so we're going to take off the clamps now. Yeah, that's a nice solid bond we've got there. So I'm going to take some of this wax here. We're just going to wax the inside of this groove here. So I just grab a board over here. Yeah, it'll slide in there nicely. And with a bit of wax as well, it'll help lubricate it as well. It's red hot today, it's like 30 degrees, so forgive me if I'm sweating. I haven't got much wax left, unfortunately. So I'm going to just wax this, get the drawer on the bench, and we'll get that repaired. And then I think what we'll do is we'll clean the unit again with some fine wire wool. Once that's dried, then we'll go ahead and we'll wax all the surfaces and get it nice and shiny again. So yeah, let's get on with this. I think I'm going to have to go to the shops, I think, because I'm running a bit low on it. Yeah, we'll just put a decent layer of wax in there, just to help lubricate it really, for when we put it back together. And a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. I'm just using the clear version of this. You can get the product in different stains, but I've just gone with clear because that's what I had in stock. But we don't want to add any colour to it because it's got a nice patina already. Right, so I'll switch off here. We'll bring the drawer back and we'll get that put into position. So we'll be right back. So I'm just going to wax the inside of this runner here. Nice and smooth. like this. We want to be this way. Nice and steady. That's pretty good. It slid into place nicely, that. It didn't fight me so much, which was good. I think we'll go get some nails now, because that's nice and flush. It looked better than before anyway. So yeah, we'll get this nailed up now. I do have some antique nails, but I thought I might as well stick some quality ones in instead. I'll stick a few more in this and that should do it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 nails. The bottoms feel solid. I'll just put a few extra in this side here because it hasn't got many. One, 2, 3, 4, and one more for luck. And I think that should do. The other thing to do that I wanted is to nail the centre into position 2. Just so that doesn't move around. So this centre column here, I might just put a nail in there as well. Just to stop that from coming out and moving. Where can I put you? Yeah, I think that'll probably actually do it, I think. I don't know if I dare put another one in case we split that original wood, and I don't want to do that. So that'll do, I think. It's solid enough. Yep, that's good, like that. So yeah, I think we're pretty much nearly done with this project. The only thing to do now is to give it a good scrub and wax all the surfaces. I just hope I've got enough wax to do that. But yeah, that'll be the next thing. So we'll get set up and we'll be right back. So I'm just going to use this product here in the drawers, spray it on the dust, leave it a few minutes and then wipe it off with a clean towel. But yeah, it's cleaned up nicely. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that dry and then I'll hit that with some wax. And the bottom section looks alright, it's in really good condition considering its age. Yeah, so we're gonna let that dry off and then we'll give it another deep clean and then we'll get back to waxing. So now it's time for the final cleaning. I've got some fine wire wool here and also some degreaser which I'm running out of. So we're just going to give it a good spraying again. Hopefully there'll be enough in it just to do it. We'll go in with a circular motion. Because this wood is very dry. inside of it now, and the drawers have all been waxed. It's time to wax the surface. So let's get the drawers back into position. There we go. So now let's get on with actually waxing the carcass. I might move your position in here, so we'll be right back with that. This out and hopefully get it to a nice shine. That looks good. Nice shine on that. So I'll keep going and we'll be probably back for the final, so catch you in a bit. And that's the final, guys, so I hope you enjoyed it. It definitely, the wood looks more hydrated now. But yeah, that'll do it for this one, I think. I don't know if I showed you when it draws out, but went and waxed the inside of the drawers as well as the outside underneath, so, and obviously the inside as well. But yeah, very, very happy with that. So I need to take some pictures now and get it up for sale. So if you like this content and you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and following and sharing and all that good stuff. I think the next episode might be the Peaky Blinders cabinet, which you can just see in the corner here. It could be that one, but to be honest, who knows? Whatever takes me fancy. So I've also got a bar to build as well at some point, so that's going to be fun. So yeah, catch you in the next one. See you later.